also surprised, as Honorable Mabike said. How can, you know, I played a lot of football, but how can a team fight in a dressing room before they enter a match? you have come to fight for coffee. But before you get out of the dressing room, the keeper fights with the striker and they don't get out of the dressing room. I mean, and the teammates. And you know, and the other team, and they give it a bye. That what happens, that you know they were in the, and then the other one, that in the other one, and they fought. You know, you can't, if you come for a match, at least show up. Show up
on an issue that why did you
on
sit
an
on my
issue.
chair?
But even before the bill is tabled, then how do you convince us that this was not a premeditated plan to divert? Yeah, I mean, we can't. Just imagine Uganda Cranes. We are seated there waiting, shouting, Uganda must win. And then we see only one team emerging. What happened to Uganda Cranes? That the other ones did not come because they fought. I mean, I think this is one of the things that we shall keep thinking about.
They fight from the dressing room and even walk out of the stadium.
Of the stadium. You know, it is, and you know, it was very funny for my brother Mwanga, because as the chairman of the Buganda caucus, and the people, and we know how wadem Mr. Mwanga can be, want to lead, and you come after people have started fighting. Because at least leadership is about, please don't fight, we have a big. But you come after people have started fighting, and then you start smiling, as if you knew that is where, I think it was for us, and we are very sorry, it was very ugly. It is not welcome for people to fight.
That was his motive.
But even when you have to fight, fight when it is understandable. Don't fight where people cannot understand you. Because we did not come to say, that was not the case. We wanted to say that people had reasons for fighting for coffee. But we didn't even get the fight for coffee. The leader of opposition, as Honorable Mabike said, came back to Parliament and he says they have beaten up my people, so we are leaving. The man did not speak about coffee, as if he came to talk about violence. We know that we don't condone violence, we condemn it. But then why do you really, that was the coffee day. Nobody spoke about coffee.
Productivity, quality, processing, value addition and export markets. Uganda would have tripled its earnings. If just last year alone we earned $1.35 billion out of coffee, with all this huge injection in PDM, if this money had been given to coffee farmers per parish, 100 million, it would be clear that the earnings of Uganda, our forex, our economy would have been by now far, far, far better. Now, we are very concerned about the lack of leadership. Despite all this, we are also concerned about the lack of leadership on the side of the opposition. What we saw yesterday was a clear sign that even on the side of the opposition, there is no leadership. Joel Sonyanyidelope called a meeting of the entire caucus, opposition caucus, right after the second reading. The man never called any other meeting after. Yesterday, a fight ensued in Parliament, even before the bill was read the third time. So what strategy did the opposition have? The opposition should not, MPs should not have walked out of Parliament. It was very wrong for Joel to lead the opposition MPs out of Parliament at a critical moment when they were wanted most and when they still had work to do. What were they doing outside the parliament when the movement MPs had convened and were a majority? What were they doing outside parliament? These things of walking out are just stunts and antics, and we are tired. They go in, they have tied green clothes, they are just taking pictures, these stunts. These stunts mean nothing. There is clearly no leadership in the house. Now, we would like to caution voters at the next election that they should end this merrymaking. They vote in a spirit of merrymaking. I don't know whether it is merrymaking, I don't know whether it is a mob psychology. But you end up electing MPs who are not useful at all to the cause. I saw Alozias Mukasa just singing and dancing. I saw Nabagabe on top of a table just dancing and singing in parliament, and then taking pictures and selfies and then posting. So what was that exactly they did? After dancing on the floor, on the tables, they walked out and said, now, you see, we have really put up a very good fight. But when they walked out, the NRM MPs convened and passed the deal. So, we would like to caution Ugandan voters to be very careful at the next election. We need quality leadership. We need quality members of parliament. We need members of parliament who reason with their brains. The parliament is not a place, it is not a boxing ring. Those people, leaders who want to box, who want to fight, should go to Nambole or actually organize boxing rings in Rugogo. That place is a place where you take your head, you take your brain. But how you see members of parliament, really, even before you speak something substantively, you are not engaged in a fist fight. So we would like to condemn all those members who engage in fist fight.